Welcome back to the 99 for a very special, very festive episode of Brew Wars. I'm your host, Patrick Marlette. That's right, today's episode is a War of the Birds, and one fairy. I don't know how that one snuck in there, but I'm very excited to be showcasing the list of Ernesto, Rebel, and new to the table, Anton. This episode's very exciting. It takes place in two parts. That's right, you're not getting one battle, but two. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video to see the results of these cEDH matches. Now gang, before we jump into this one, there is a monthly topic to discuss, and that is what got you into Commander and what was your first deck? For the month of December, I want us all to just kick back and reminisce on something hopefully fun. So don't be embarrassed about sharing those first deck lists in the comments section down below. My friends got me into this game, and I still play Wart the Raid Mother. Now before we jump into this Brew Wars, I'd like to thank our sponsors, you all. Your viewership here has meant the world this year. This channel has grown so much since the beginning of 2020, and I so look forward to 2021. I think I speak for all of us in saying that, but I'd like to give a special shout out and thanks to our Patreon members. You all do so much for this channel. It's more than just supporting the production. It's more than just keeping the lights on. It's getting new lights, new lenses, new cameras, new audio to make a better product for you all to enjoy. So thank you so much for helping me up the entertainment value of this show. I so look forward to producing more in the coming years. Now, without further ado, welcome back to Brew Wars, where we put the casual and competitive, all thanks to Farmland's best. That's right, get married this season with a little bit of Maker's Mark. Not a sponsor, but guys, that's what we're serving up today. Hope you all are excited. Hope you like eggnog.
I'm ready for it.
I've never had it. I'm very excited.
Ooh.
Same, actually.
I'm more excited about this than like the game.
The game itself. Oh, thanks.
We are simple people. We just enjoy booze more than cards.
Yeah, that's why
But
everyone else
when
is
they're
here.
together.
It is a magical time.
Exactly.
What makes this a holiday special? Nothing in particular, but I am bringing some holiday tidings with Teshar. My name is Patrick Marlette, and this is one of my favorite lists. You've seen the deck tech on the channel before. If you haven't, go ahead and watch it. But Teshar wins in countless ways. I'm very excited to be playing a new altar I just received from Jackie at Wolf Altars. Thank you so much for sending this my way. This really did make the holidays for me because The Rocketeer is one of my favorite one of my favorite childhood films. It's not a holiday film, but you should definitely watch it if you've never seen it.
Hey, it's Rebel. I'm back. This time not playing Sisei for once. I'm playing Jeska. Is it Jeska? Yeah. Jeska Ishai. It has no win comp except for beating people with birds, so we'll see how that goes.
With Jeska.
Yeah.
It's Jeska.
Hello there, everybody. I'm Anton, sometimes known as Commander Funky Pants on Instagram, and I am also playing a Teshar list. I've been playing Teshar since Dominaria, and I remember early in the days of Patrick wanting to build Teshar. I think that my list was passed on to Ernesto, and then subsequently improved upon by Patrick. So I look forward to a rematch.
Damn. Oh, damn. I built this one from scratch, by the way. I never saw your list.
Yeah, you did.
I played your list.
Send it your way.
He sent it. I didn't look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Wow.
Teshar A.
So this is how you treat the research and information and give people like, whatever.
You guys know that. You
Yeah,
guys
just
know
like-
that. I mean, I feel like y'all send me lists all the time. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you guys know who I am. I'm Ernesto, and everyone's playing birds or fancy stuff. I'm just here playing fairies because someone needs to be different and someone needs to be like, okay, the party pooper on the Christmas carols and spirit. So I decided to pick up Nymris because she seemed like a cool idea, like playing kind of slowish and goes into my theme. And I also got a etched one, so it's like, why not? Seemed like fun. So
You
let's see what it
pulled, you
does.
pulled the foil etch?
No, I got it for like 150. It's like, no.
Gotcha.
Oh, you
So
cheated. You bought it.
Oh my god.
before we start this, I really do need to pour this Maker's Mark, but we didn't do anything for Thanksgiving, so what are you all thankful for this holiday season? This has been a shitty year for a lot of people, but I've been very thankful for this channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank the Lord for eggnog or whomever invented it, because I'm excited for it. But how about you all?
I'm thankful to try this eggnog.
I'm thankful that I haven't lost my mind too much during quarantine.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for getting to play an in-person game of Magic and for Patrick's incredibly tiny Christmas hat.
Amen. The man is.
Thank you. To be honest, I had no idea where this hat came from. We were pulling out ornaments from our ornament box. We have a Christmas box, and this one just popped up. I'm like,
I think it's for your cats.
maybe. I doubt my cats would allow me to leave this on their head.
Or
But
a ferret.
gang, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, let me grab one of these.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
It's more like a float of
Cheers.
bourbon, and if we want more eggnog, can grab some. But I think we're probably gonna just stick with the bourbon.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Why?
Oh, it's very good.
Oh, this is tasty.
Oh, hi there. Well, I'd love to start talking about my opening hand, in which I actually mulled down to 6. And what I pitched was a Gaia Reach Sanitarium, because I did not want to be putting more cards into the graveyard of Teshar or, what was your commander's name? Nymeria?
Dude, we don't care about
Anyhow. Ernesto's graveyard either.
Trying to get a hand that will have some interaction, some early action. And I kept a hand with 3 lands, a Preordain, Mana Drain, and Counterspell, which for me will be like, okay, considering that I played with Patrick a few times and he was playing Teshar, I could manage to survive until at least turn 2-3.
I mulliganed down to 6. And this hand was pretty good. It was 2 lands, a Felwar Stone, and also a Flusterstorm, a Force of Will, and a Red Elemental Blast. So either if the Teshars try to go too quickly, I can Force of Will something. But if Nymris tries to go, I guess, get too much value or something, I can always Red Blast the Nymris as well.
When you look at this hand, I have all the solutions I need except a sack outlet, and I know the gift can give me the gift I need, which is a sack outlet. I wind up keeping a plain, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, Mind Stone, and land tax, so that's going to lead to an explosive start. With the 1 plains, we're probably going to lean towards getting that land tax out, but we'll see how this plays out in game. All right, we have our starting hands, and Anton gets to go first, so please take it away, Teshar. Take it away.
All right, let's see. What do I want to do here? I would like to
They're all 0 CMC spells, so
draw a card.
just play that hand.
And say go.
That is a choice that I now have to make. I'm going to play a Plains,
Okay.
And concede.
tap that into a Soul Ring,
Oh,
tap
dang.
that into a Altar of Dementia.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Oh, we're dead. Oh,
Pass.
we're very dead.
Mill me. Mill me. Please.
Yes, you'll be the first person I choose to mill. That seems smart.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll play Marsh Flats and pass.
Excellent. I'll draw for turn. That's good. This really does change what I was going to do in my start. But not by
It's so
much.
familiar.
Not by much. We'll go ahead and play a Plains, and I'll cast a land tax. What are the odds you get a Shy out before my turn rolls around? So
I am not affected by that.
land tax and pass.
Exactly. I'm going to play a Bloodstained Mire.
That
Then I'm
you
gonna
will
crack it.
I'll crack mine in response.
Ooh.
Sure.
You get to
Nothing
search
happens.
first.
You can have it.
A C. And then I'm gonna cast a Preordain. And that will be my turn. But I would like to resolve it first.
I will wait for you to resolve it.
Thank
That
you.
seems fair.
Patiently.
That seems fair.
Thank you.
Definitely
That's-
not tapping
That's
my
very considerate of
fingers
you.
on the table and staring you down.
You can do it as much as you want. Strike 2. Then draw a card.
What'd you get? Are they good? What'd you get this year? You can tell Santa.
I can tell Santa, but I'm Santa. I also have a hat, so I'm gonna keep that secret to the grave.
The
Patrick also has
size
a
of the
hat.
hat isn't what matters.
That's how you use it.
Yes.
And we're both using it very jolly. So,
Got a little extra jingle in my step this year.
I'm a little sad that there's no bell on
way
the end of it.
this card is not staying. Screw this card. And I'm gonna keep this on top.
I'm gonna write the company
And
that
draw.
made this hat.
Go.
Pointing at me so
Pop
aggressive.
off, Jeweled Lotus, let's do it.
If I draw it, maybe, but no, I did not draw it. You're going to play an Ancient
Aw.
Tomb.
It's the same one I have.
I'm going to tap the Plains and play a Bomb.
Don't do it.
And I'm going to tap the Ancient Tomb. I'll lose 2. Tap the Soul Ring. And I will play... I'm going to have 1 floating after this, a Phyrexian Altar. And I will then...
We're like super dead, right?
No. I mean,
No,
not
not at
yet.
all.
No.
Not
No,
yet.
it's,
Both
so far
altars
it's just
are-
like we're taking a trip to Value Town.
Okay.
Not yet, but
We're close.
the train to Deadville
Wait,
It's approaching fast.
Look, it's
Closer
in the
than
station.
I.
It is in the station.
closer than I, for sure. I need at least one sack
Steam
holder.
vents. Ow. To
Take your
play
beats.
a filler stone.
Ooh.
Hey,
Okay. So
you
that
can
can make
white.
I can make blue, black, and white.
awesome.
Hey, and he's producing blue. So my Fellow Stone is no longer useless.
I do have an opponent with more lands than me. Let's just say you, Rebel, and I'm gonna go ahead
can
and
see.
find some planes.
Ignoring me already.
There's
Funnily
one.
enough, Rule
There's two.
104.3a reads, a player may concede at any time, and it doesn't use the stack. So,
Yeah, we do have a house rule about conceding at sorcery speed, but I'm hoping that you all want to play a game today. I don't know.
I've
you can tap mana.
I played one game
Mana burn.
ever where I was like looking at a situation.
Drop
the
it.
only way to preserve like the game for the majority of people was for me to concede. Otherwise, one person was just going to win.
What?
And I didn't have. I think I had like done a demonic consultation, and
Play
most
plans.
of my win cons were gone.
Resolves.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll cast a Soul Ring.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
hey,
where's
look.
mine?
Twinsies.
Cool. I'm gonna do this properly. I'm gonna cast a Mind Stone, and I'll cast it by tapping a Soul Ring.
Hey, there we go.
And let's go ahead and use our Mind Stone here, the opposite way, to play Mana Vault.
Yep.
Do you play Null Rod in that deck, by the way? Because we giga it if not.
I
hope
kind of
not.
wanted to, but I thought that'd be taking too much for the pod, which I don't want to do that.
And to
Fair.
finish this off, I'll go ahead and tap here to play a Steel Shaper's Gift. Search my library for an equipment. Is that good with everyone?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Got
What
nothing.
are you gonna get? Skull clamp?
Gosh. All right, I want to sack Outlet too. So I'm gonna grab some secret tech in this list. There's a little thing called the Piston Sledge,
Oh,
and I'm gonna put that in my hand. And with that, I'll shuffle up and I'll pass a move.
Mark, I am going to
Don't
tap
Don't pop off now, please.
with only one land.
Dark red, your consult. No, you need 2 blue. Yeah, you're screwed.
I will play a polluted delta.
Interesting. Interesting. And the Demir list, polluted delta.
Go.
alright.
Never seen before.
Untouched.
Yeah.
Never seen.
Keep.
Who would do that?
I mean, I'm probably gonna play Teshar, but so I'll lose another 2 life.
No land.
I have a land, but we'll play Teshar.
It's on the stack. Does anyone care?
You good?
It feels a little telling.
Hang on a second. Actually, screw it. I'm gonna fetch. I had to mana drain something, and it was either mana drains Anton's Teshar, since he had a sack outlet, or mana drain Patrick's Teshar. It was like choose your poison. In this case, I decided that Anton's was heavier threat because he had a sack outlet.
This is not a winning move. This is just a.
Oh no, this
Because
is
I'm gonna be sacking this.
no, this is me trying to get back into the game.
Mana drain?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
I am going to mana drain the Teshar.
Yep, that happens. Teshar has been mana drained.
Just in case, I need a 4.
Okay. 4 generic.
Cast Teshar. Was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna have some stuff I could do. I was thinking about milling myself with Mother of Ruins after giving Teshar some protection and then playing the Mana Vault that I had in my hand for recursion. And of course, what happened was Ernesto decided it was time for him to get back in the game. I still have 1 floating.
Yes.
I will use that floating to play a Mana Vault of my own.
Ooh.
I will play my land for turn, Emergent Zone.
Nullrod,
And
where are you, Nullrod? Where are you? I need you
Where
right now.
are you? No.
Right now.
Let's one good turn deserves another.
True, I mana drain your Teshar.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, please take 1 damage.
For what? That's not nice. That's
you-
not considerate.
You've been naughty, my friend.
He has been naughty, and he is dutifully punished.
Yeah, well.
I'm thinking if I want to do anything else. I don't think I do. I don't think I can. I think I'm good. Yeah, pass the turn.
I'll spend a blue and cast Mystical Tutor.
Misty Toots.
This is end step, right?
On
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stack. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. You're good.
See,
Do it.
it's interesting when you play a deck with no win cons when you cast something like this because it's like, cool, I don't really care.
What do you threaten?
What do you get?
Wait, are you gonna gamble? Are you gonna get a gamble from the
I think I'm gonna try to gamble.
with
Oh,
the
I love it.
five- and you'll have 5 cards? Okay.
But you're tutoring already, why? Okay.
Because I want mana. So either
That's why I mana drained the Teshar. I also wanted mana.
Either
Way
I
too
do
behind.
that-
Well, you can just get your own mana drain and wait for my Teshar. How about that?
That's also true.
That's also true. That's actually not a bad play.
I mean, but you are broadcasting. You are broadcasting mana drain. So
Just a bit. Just
yeah.
a bit.
I'll grab my mana drain. I will wait. Nymris, go cast Nymris. Yeah, I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that to occur first.
Yeah. If you guys both skip on casting your commanders and just leave it to me, I'm like, great. I see how this game is going.
6 CMC.
I'm about to be hellbent, and they're like, no, let's just count everything.
Good full colorless mana.
You had a good start.
Pass.
Fuck off.
I'll get a
Also,
gamble.
like,
Get a gamble?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll get a gamble.
okay, I like that.
And that's on top.
Yeah, gamble goes on top of this.
Sweet.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw a gamble.
On your upkeep. Nothing.
Silence. No bird for
Silencio.
I will cast gamble.
Lord, I was born.
Oh, you're right.
jangling
You're right.
woman.
I forgot about that. I should have done that.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
I thought you will see.
I was so focused on the banter, I wasn't even thinking about the
Suck it.
board.
So you can mill
Oh.
the
Yeah,
the
it's all right.
gamble.
I would have responded to Rebel's mystical tutor, and then at the end of my turn, and then going into her turn by sacrificing the mother to the altar of dementia and milling Rebel. However, I blame Patrick entirely for this delicious and potent eggnog, which kept me engaged in conversation instead of proper threat assessment.
I don't think you really care about this gamble.
I
Probably don't. I think you probably want Mother for
You want Mother to
value
protect
as
what's
opposed to.
I mean,
And you also want to.
I also want to mill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play the Ishai, so I gamble for the Jewel Lotus. And even though, statistically speaking, like, 1 out of 5 cards, I'm pretty safe, the last 4 gambles that I've played have always been Red Entombs. And they're not even, like, out of 3 cards. They're, like, pretty healthy hands. So let's see how this one goes.
Oh, you might be putting her in the shadow realm.
With that play,
It's time to do.
she can put herself in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, maybe.
That's interesting.
It's potential.
I mean, no
That's
Wink
super
and Jeska is already kind
Can
of
you
a shadow
just
realm, but
tell us what you grabbed for our knowledge?
she'll
For the
probably-
audience at home.
She'll probably flip
Yeah,
it, so
we'll see.
which you know.
I will flip it, because that's...
How many
that's-
cards do you have in here?
Wait, yeah, how many cards? I was gonna roll a die. Yeah. Let's do that. That seems the fairest way.
Yeah.
6 is reroll.
6 is
So
a
1 to 5.
Okay.
Gotcha.
5.
Yeah.
It's a Red Entomb.
Big money.
Yeah.
Big
Notice.
money. Rebel decided to gamble, and well, I had dice on hand. It was a roll of 1 to 5, and a 6 would be a reroll. I rolled that dice, came out a 5, and well,
$80 in your grave.
I think that's more like a 15 cents in the grave at this point.
The value depreciates as it's in your graveyard.
Oh, no. I
like a
think
proxy.
I think
Yeah,
it's because
that's-
it's a printed piece of paper.
Fair enough.
50 cents. God damn, what's the
15.
I will
Still
take-
made of gold?
I'll take my turn. I believe you're the only player with more lands than me, and I think I will take this
You know,
turn.
I'm looking out for you.
Thank you. Us birds gotta.
Hey, stick together.
Yeah, exactly. Us bird players.
Should I only have 1 card in hand? He has like 7.
Yeah, but they're all the same card.
They're mostly
all-
lands. They're mostly lands.
Potato,
The deck thinning is good, though.
Specifically, John Avon planes. There's only 10 of them, so I can only do this so often. But we're gonna grab all of them. because-
These are also John Avon planes. Slightly different John Avon
Yeah,
planes.
yeah, these are the Field of Wheat. Just reminds me of the Gladiator, and that's one of my another favorite childhood film. Not a holiday film.
Watch that film. That film
If
is
you've never seen
beautiful.
The Gladiator, yeah.
I've heard
You
that,
should watch
that what we do
Gladiator.
today echoes in eternity.
I think that was Russell Crowe's peak in his career.
I would say, and then Joaquin Phoenix killed it too.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's true. That's
Busy,
true.
yeah,
That's
little
true. That's
bee.
very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a very good Emperor.
Anyways, Magic. Playing a game of Magic. I will drop, despite getting all those planes, we're
Even
going to
the
drop
trees
an
fucking walk in that
Inventor's
movie.
Fair.
I mean, that seems like a good thing to have right now.
And just for my sake, I'm going to go ahead and put a
Hey, what is
die
that?
on there so I know that it's at threshold.
I mean, I think it's probably safe to play a Teshar.
I swear,
I'm
if
gonna play my
I
own
swear
Teshar.
if you mana drain my
I'm going to play my
Nymris,
own Teshar.
I'm gonna be giga salty.
We're going to do here, here, and here for the generic, and I'll play the Rocketeer. I'm going to play Cliff C chord right there. Okay, so I'm going to move to main phase 2. And oddly enough, what I think I'm going to do is wind up cracking this now. So I'll tap here for 3. I'll tap here for 1. And I will break the Inventor's Fair. That's the shortest lived Inventor's Fair.
Okay.
Opposition
What
agent.
are you getting?
So before I go to discard, I want to grab something. So I crack the Inventor's Fair with a Mana Vault to grab a Scrap Trawler. Honestly, at this point, it is the best solution for me. And it's going to go right into my graveyard because, again, land tax keeps putting planes in my hands. I'm going to grab a Scrap Trawler in this
Yep.
instance. Let's go ahead and I think just move to end step. Let me make sure this deck is sufficiently shuffled.
Cards in hand.
I believe I have
Oops.
8. I believe I have 8 or 9 at this point, but I will need to discard at least 1 or 2 cards. So if someone wants to cut this, they can. So I'm going to go ahead and discard a plains and a scrap trawler.
I was gonna say, if you don't discard at least 1 plains right now.
Right, and I'll pass with that.
4 mana on your main phase.
It's quite a lot. Can you pick which main phase? Mana drain, or it's
No,
your
it's the first
pre-combat
phase, it's the
main
first
phase?
phase,
Okay.
the first one. It's next main phase.
I will be livid with you if you don't use that mana for something.
Like a Nymris. I'm going to let it dissolve.
Yeah.
Move to combat. Yeah.
Like, really?
She has flash. You're supposed to cast her instant speed.
Precisely. Yeah, this would be defeating the purpose of Nymris. Don't do that, Ernesto.
Read the card.
Yeah.
Read the card.
Read the card, explains
What
the
is
card.
the first piece of text? Is it flash?
Does
Then
it
you're
say
doing it
flash
wrong.
first?
Yeah.
It should be swapped like flying first.
I'm
so it's
questioning
like,
your life decisions.
Oh, no.
So it's like, I low-key hate this.
Do it. It's okay. I understand.
Bro, just
Bruh.
pass. just let it go.
I'm gonna give everyone a favor.
I'm
Hey,
okay,
everyone
that's
can play swamps now.
What? Oh
Yes.
My, oh my god.
This
Wait,
taps for mana.
I'm in Orzhov now? Cool.
Damn. See?
This is everyone getting a favor given to them. This is what it feels like. Nothing. It feels like nothing.
You
Ernesto.
can play your
Seems
demonic.
very useful in this.
I mean,
I wish I drew a rock. I wish. That would be amazing.
Are you saying that
Drop the girl!
you want a rock?
I want a rock! Rock! Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, look at the top. Look at all the things you get to do when you play her.
Yeah. Just play the commander.
He wanted to rock and then roll. Instead, a rock,
I mean, you gotta do it.
Nymris, and you've got 1 generic left.
You gonna manipulate these?
You're good.
Sensei's Divining Top?
I also pass priority.
I'm passing. Hard.
Have fun.
Oh, hey! I will see if I can
Have fun.
have fun. We'll try. We'll try. Let's see. We'll
Hope
draw a
it's a good, I hope it's a good land.
Cards in
Top of
hand,
your
by the
deck.
way?
4.
Okay.
I just got to the custard part. It was feeling good right now.
Right? Exactly. Gotta float it for the holiday season, people. Trust me.
Teshar.
Teshar. So we're doing 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Anton cast Teshar, and at this point I could force will it, but I'm a little greedy here because there's another blue deck, and I really wanted to see if I could bully him on priority, and maybe like he'll try to get some value out of Nymris and like try and counter the Teshar.
Okay. Teshar protection from blue. Sacrifice the Phyrexian altar, and I am going to. I will use that white mana to play a Glinthawk.
Don't do it.
How many cards in hand?
1. This is win.
Yeah.
This is a win. If
Well,
it's not
you
sub.
mill yourself. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a win if it's not sub.
Yeah, this is gonna be a win here.
I'll force.
Okay.
Forcing a Glinthawk.
Glinthawk's in the graveyard.
Yeah.
For 0 mana, I'm going to play Neverflowing Chalice.
What is it? It's like only 1 card that saves us? Whatever. In response, Brainstorm? Trigger?
Yeah. Anything?
I'm gonna keep this here. This goes to the graveyard. And
Then
then we're gonna
heroic.
solve the. Yeah. And it's gonna be a note from me, dog.
So the story here is, with the Everflowing Chalice, it triggers Teshar. Glinthawk comes back. Glinthawk says when it comes into the battlefield with ETBs, I will sacrifice it unless I return an artifact I control to its owner's hand. So I'm going to return this. Let's do the Mana Vault. Why not? Return that to my hand. I will then sacrifice Glinthawk to the Altar Dimension.
Phyrexian altar. Yeah.
Altar Dimension first.
Oh yeah. You want to
First-
start milling
first
yourself?
Because I'm going to mill myself.
Got you.
So then I'll put 2 cards in the graveyard. 1 and 2. Then Glinthawk goes there. And then I'll tap the Ancient Tomb. I'll lose 2 life. Boom. And I have 2 colorless floating. I will play the Mana Vault, which will then bring the Glinthawk back. The same thing will happen, but now this time the Soul Ring will come to my hand. And each time I'm going to be netting mana off of these rocks as they come in. So that'll be infinite mana. I'm going to end up with my library in my graveyard, or enough of it to make this thing happen. So I'm just going to mill a little bit, and once I get a Mere Retriever, which is in here apparently somewhere. Wow, they were super buried.
Is it really in your deck?
Yeah, no. Remember, Scrap Your Combiner. There's so many creatures that return artifacts from the graveyard, but they are not showing up right now. Workshop
There you go.
Assistant. That'll
Yeah,
do.
same thing.
So Workshop Assistant, boom, and then I can make infinite mana and bring any of the artifacts I have in my graveyard back. I can use Blasting Station, I can use Aetherflux Reservoir, I can use Walking Ballista, really any of those
Let's say it's
outfits.
Blasting Station. I think I saw
Let's
Blasting
say
Station.
there's a
Assault-
Blasting
Assault
Station.
is
Oh,
here.
you know what? Staff of Domination.
And then
There you
Dragon
go.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah. Right off.
Yep.
All right. Well,
wins.
you know what?
One
That was
of the
pretty
birds.
quick. I think that we can get another game in if that's good for you. So same decks.
I'm happy.
New
to say
strategy?
this.
No, it's not.
I'll use a different deck if you like.
No, please. The War of Two Teshars. I like this.
Yeah.
And then everyone else.
What are the words?
But we're gonna shuffle up, see who goes first, and then get right on back to you.
So I mana during his Teshar, as he said, to get back in the game. But as you can see, plans sometimes doesn't survive contact with the enemy.
So you do need
Padoru.
Woo! That was a quick game. All right, Anton. I see your Teshar list. It checks out, but I'm coming for you this next game, and I'm certain that our opponents are going to keep much stronger starting hands against these two birds. You can't stop these proactive mono white list, or maybe they will. We'll soon find out. But to you, swag daddies and swag mamas, there is a special announcement for all of you who've been wanting to represent the channel, whether you are a monocolored mage or a multicolored mage. There is 99 apparel for you to be soaking in now. I know that not everyone can support the channel via Patreon, but if you want to help rep for the 99, the best way to do so is with our new apparel line. These new unisex garments look great on both men and women alike. And on the back, you're repping the 99 logo, letting everyone know that you are a cEDH player, or that you at least enjoy cEDH content. No, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. This is very much a different t-shirt than the episode. That is an earlier sample from a different brand that did not check out. However, I do love mono green, so while these samples were coming in, I had to rep still. It happens to be one of my only green shirts, so I tried to keep it festive for the episode. I am missing my Santa hat right now, but without further ado, let's jump back in to this Brew Wars episode. So this time my turn one hand is also excellent. However, what I do recommend to any player playing Teshar is that you keep a hand with a retriever, like a Mer Retriever, Scrap Trawler, anything like that, and or a sack outlet. Now, unfortunately, this hand has neither, but we do have a lot of solutions to fast track our own game plan. We have 3 lands, Mana Crypt, Mind Stone, Mesmeric Orb. Mind you, Mesmeric Orb is a bit of a double-edged sword, but if it means that I and one other opponent get to benefit and it hinders 2 others, I think that's a trade-off I'm willing to take, and I have more permanents to untap during my untap step to get the benefit with this. So I'm hoping this explosive start lends well to my game plan.
Keeping 3 lands, and a counter, cantrip, Introduction Probe, and also surprisingly a Phantasmal Image in case these 2 guys dropped an early Teshar, or in case Rebel dropped an early Ishai. I could say, okay, I can drop an image on Ishai, and I can also go to Pound Town.
This game I had to, again, mull to 6. What I ended up playing was a Plains, a Mox Opal, and a Welding Jar. Mox Opal I knew I could turn on the next turn because I had more artifacts in my hand, and Welding Jar just helps to protect any important artifacts on the board.
Fresh off that loss, the last one, let's try to get Ishai out. So this time it's still not ideal, but it's still pretty good. So it's important to note that I'm last in turn order here, and I mulled into 3 lands, a Fiery Outlet, an Island, and a Gemstone Caverns. And was it Minor Cavern? I think it's Caverns. The one that comes in for freezies if you're not first. And then Mana Crypt. So this is a turn 1 Ishai.
You don't have the pre-game action or anything they want to do?
Yeah, refill.
Not I.
Or
I
refill?
have a Gemstone Caverns.
Okay, perfect.
Above.
Okay.
Hang on, Fellward Stone is broken now for me. It's actually good.
That's why I kept it.
Crap.
It's just for you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
It's a gift.
go ahead and play
I
this
mean,
Windswept
Christmas, right?
Heath.
Ah,
I'll crack the Heath, and I'll find a Plains.
I love it.
I'll put that Plains into play untapped, because that's what you pay for. And we're gonna go ahead. It's the cockiest, most rich boy thing to say about playing a fucking foil fetch land. I'm gonna shuffle up, and I've got more on my turn.
Is that foil?
This is
I can't
foil.
tell because you're using those
These Eclipse sleeves are really, they murk the foil up, which sucks with half of this deck because it's all foils and altars.
I had heard so much good stuff about Eclipse sleeves, and then every time I
love
use them,
this.
they just shred on me.
I'm gonna
love
go
this.
ahead and cast a Mana Crypt.
Hey,
Another foil boy for you. And then with that, I'm gonna go ahead and cast, this does help you, but it helps both of us.
Is
And
it
I'm
Ms.
rooting for both
Merrick
of us. I'm rooting for both
If
of
it's
us.
a Mesmeric Orb, I'm gonna be real happy.
For starters, and cast a Mind Stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And now I'll cast a Mesmeric Orb.
You know,
So specifically, whenever a permanent becomes untapped, the trigger is going to resolve on everyone's upkeep, but they happen on the untap step. So that is on the stack if anyone wants to do anything.
I'm good with it. No complaints.
And I'm going to put a die on my mana crypt because I always forget, and I'll pass.
Ooh, my whole turn
I do
changed.
not like that
The
art.
best foil. I'm sorry, this is the best copy of
I
this card.
disagree.
Oh, it is so
I
good.
think that art is trash.
Ron Spencer killed it. I'm a fan of this comic book style art. I love the fact that they reference a vault in the flavor text instead. There's so
That
much
is true.
cheese
That's
packed
true.
into one card.
I'm gonna crack a Scouting Thorn. Okay, and I'm going to proceed by
Mystic.
casting a Brew.
Hey, you love that card on your first turn.
I just stopped again.
What are you top decking now? Mana Drain?
These
A repeat of the mana drain?
both garble against you guys.
Keep.
I love
Top.
it. Yeah. Keep top, but remember. You know, actually don't remember. It's over here. Don't read the text.
I'm gonna play Plains. It's gonna be a much less exciting turn one. I'm gonna play a Mox Opal and a Welding Jar.
Here's where I force a will.
Yeah, exactly. But the welding jar.
That would be it. Go ahead.
You will never
Do I
tell.
want to mill myself?
You could if you want. Do you have a sub-mill strategy?
I'm gonna play a Fiery Islet, a Mana Crypt.
Oh my god.
Tap all
She's
four,
going off.
It's bird
take
time!
damage, and I'll play Ishai.
Here is the bird. You know what? Bird is the word.
There is a word.
Um,
Oh, you wanted to play a little stuff? Alright.
yeah, that happens.
I will pass.
Okay. I'm gonna go
I
to
need one
my
of those
untap
now.
step. So
Hey,
one,
you can play a
two,
blocker this turn,
3.
so there's
I
at
hope
least
so.
that.
It's any spell, though. So- Okay. Anyway, so 3 untaps. I'm going to go ahead and mill a Mungara the Diplomat, which does not Path to Exile, and a Soul Ring. Soul Ring's good.
It's like Path was needed.
Mungara was needed. Mungara was needed.
Don't worry about
Because I can play Mungara right now. I'm going to go draw.
Did you roll
Sweet.
for Crypt?
No, I need to, though. Thank you. I even put the die there.
You put it here.
Yeah, that's what I
Odds
said.
is damage.
On
Odds
top
is
of the
damage.
deck.
Think you'll
Hey,
beat
you know what?
Spencer?
Odds of damage. 1,
You
2,
deserve
3.
that.
There's the Mesmore orb. I didn't want to get in the way. I'm gonna go ahead and play a P Vista, and I'll go ahead and crack that now. And we're gonna go find a Plains. Yes.
So basic.
And let's see.
Yeah,
here.
he drinks Trulies and wears Uggs.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, he does have the man bun, so.
Potato.
I drink Trulies. Who are you talking about? I drink
What's
Trulies.
messing with you, dude?
No. I don't drink Trulies. I'm just kidding.
That's
If
Mikey.
you do drink Trulies, good for you.
That's Mikey.
Or
I drink-
Bear Claws
You
or
meant,
Wish
you meant
Claws.
Zima, right? Do you don't,
Is
you don't
Zima-
remember
is
Zima?
this a
Zima's
joke?
nice.
You don't remember Zima? Zima was like this really cheesy, like clear. It's like what is it? It's like the Miller lime or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of, but it was like
People
from
would
the
mix it with
80s.
Jolly Ranchers to flavor
Yeah,
it.
it was so bad, and all the commercials were incredibly cheesy. If you've never seen it, you should look it up.
Okay. Here's a piece of information, a nugget for information. I got here like 3 years ago, something. I have no idea about that pop culture.
You do some homework.
Yeah, well,
I will cast Teshar.
but it's interesting though.
Yes. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to start by casting Teshar.
Yeah.
How do you know that the bird is the word?
And this is all so bad. I just want to play out my hands and just get you there.
Don't worry about it.
All right, I'm going to cast a Triangle of War.
That's fine.
Hey, that's the one that makes things fight, right?
Yes.
Let me see
and
that.
We just talked
the
about
goal was to hopefully, off camera, the goal was to hopefully get to Ishai before it became too big, but there was no way around the fact that I need to cast spells. So there's that. So I do a play I wouldn't necessarily recommend, but I cast a historic into Teshar without anything to recur, and this particular historic doesn't benefit me in any real way. However, it does pose a threat to my opponents, and that is Triangle of War. This allows me to fight creatures that my opponents control with any creatures I have, and what's really great about this is that a lot of my creatures recur things from our grave. Now, unfortunately, the only creature I've milled with Mesmeric Orb at this point is Mungara the Diplomat, literally the only creature of the 27 I run that can't be brought back with Teshar, but that's okay, at least we have the threat of activation on the board, and hopefully the mana is sufficient to use it at a later turn. With Triangle, I'm going to go ahead and pass. I'm tapped out.
Gotcha. I will proceed my turn to untap, draw a card,
Mill a card.
I will mill this card with Toxic Deluge. That was pretty big.
Oh.
Woo! Teshar, you're safe, but Ishai, remember this. remember this,
all of
please,
it, yeah.
Rebel. Don't swing at me first.
You know,
He cares about his life. I don't.
I don't care about my life.
I want to live, Terrence.
I don't want to care about my life.
I want to live.
I will proceed to play an Underground Sea and say, have fun.
Super
I'm
familiar.
gonna float a white mana.
Okay.
It's like you want to mill yourself.
Milling a blasting station.
Okay.
Also, I kind of don't want to play stuff with an Ishai in play.
I will drop a plains.
Use your path, please. Show us the way.
No, it's not
Nando,
happening.
show us the way.
I'm gonna make Ishai a little bit bigger.
Do you know the way?
Here's a Mind Stone.
Okay.
Oh, guess what? Here's let's go with Altar of Dementia.
Oh,
Again.
no.
Again.
And I would like Rebel to have a delightful time swinging Ishai.
Do you know about the bird? About the bird?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that? That's not.
It's a 5, yeah.
Take your beats.
Oh, I mill 3.
You do it.
1, 2.
Oh no.
What'd you mill? You
Staggering
got
something.
land.
Spell Pierce.
Staggering Insight. What is that one?
Sacred. It's a curiosity.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Be gentle.
How
Like
many
me
cards in
tricks.
hand?
I have 2 cards in hand. If you want a wheel, I am all about it.
I don't kindly not like you to wheel.
I mean, honestly, like, if anybody wheels, we're kind of like, great!
Yeah, but I mean, it's more
Exactly.
spells
It's
for
like-
us to feed your Ishai. I don't want to get you to one-hit territory yet.
Last game, like I did a windfall because I don't want to give you
Damn it.
guys a windfall.
I'll cast
Jeska.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, there
Just
we go.
because 2 loyalty,
Two,
right?
two.
Because 1, 2.
Yes.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
perfect.
0 Jeska.
What
Yes.
is
I will attack.
That's fine.
That
Why
is
I did that? I literally
take
saved
fif-
you from the
take-
deluge.
You take 15 damage.
15 if you
Okay.
want to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 15. I'll remember this. Thanks, Rebel. Always paint a target on your head.
Yeah,
for
next
me.
time we're like, we're dead, right?
Yeah, yeah, no.
One of
I
us is
mean,
dead.
I was never going to block with my Teshar at this point because I have a flyer to swing at that Jeska, and that's exactly what we're going to do. However, prior to this, I want to get the most out of Teshar as I can. Okay, so we're going to do
I don't have
1,
removal for
2, 3, 4. And I'm going to mill 4. We're going to mill a Smuggler's Copter. Nope, don't need it. Planes, don't need it. Blast Stone, don't need it. Leonin Relic Order. Again.
That seems like it could be useful if you had a sack outlet.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Odds I take damage. You think I'm gonna block? Do you really think I'm gonna block?
Yeah?
Okay.
Exactly, yes.
I'm gonna block with the right creature. I'm gonna start by playing a Gaia Reach Sanitarium. And I think we're gonna go ahead and activate that now with what's in my hands. Let's go ahead and tap a Mana Crypt to do so. And we're all gonna draw a card and discard a card. Anything on the activation?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna discard an Arcbound Ravager.
Sure. I get bro. It's pretty bad with the bird.
Twister.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this Hushwing Griff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a Junk Diver.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a trigger on the stack. In this instance, we're going to target the Leonin Relic Order.
Mhm.
We're going to
Pictures
go
too.
ahead and just hit this Mana Crypt. Okay, so we're going to move these over. Teshar is going to go to combat. Anyone? Okay. Teshar is going to swing at
Okay.
Jeska over here.
If I can remove this Teshar and survive a round, and if Anton tries to play his Teshar, then basically my Jeska can take out 3 things in one go. And then I can kill Patrick on his turn, leaving us with 1 more Teshar to deal with, and then I can play the 1v1 game with the control player.
Do it. Do it.
Swords.
Go for it. Yep. We're gonna put this into the command zone. So I wasn't expecting to get sorted there. If I was, I would have gone ahead and used Leonin Relic Water on that Altar of Dementia because that was a far larger threat. I've got a blocker for you next turn. Pass.
I don't want to do this, but I have to.
Do you have a blocker? That's the thing.
Brainstorm. Yeah, I know. I don't want to feed the bird, but
Mm.
you gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Once the bird's big enough, it doesn't really
That's true. That's true.
Gosh.
Go to my upkeep. I
Okay.
have a Mesmerical Retriever.
Mhm.
I mill a Cephalic Coliseum
Okay.
and draw a card. Then I will proceed to play a Flatter Strand. Screw it. Press my dominance.
Seems good.
I will practice fetch. I know. And I will proceed to cast Phantasmal Image.
Oh,
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I want my own bird.
Yep.
Yes. Great.
Of course it's that bird.
Okay.
It's that bird.
it was my turn to have some fun and go into the red zone. And I dropped a talisman into a phantasmal image, basically living on a prayer that I will just survive until my next turn to untap with it and actually have a threat. I'm done with that.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to untap a mill 4.
Go for it.
And let's see what we get here. We got a Skyclave Apparition,
You're not going to play that.
Disenchant,
You're not going to play that.
Scrap Trawler,
You will play that.
Urza's Bauble.
Yeah. That looks like a win.
Does it though?
It really entirely depends.
What's your hand? Yeah, exactly.
Pay 4
4.
and play Teshar.
Okay. Congratulations.
I will.
This is it.
Patrick had created a board state that he could kind of nuke my Teshar at will. Going forward, he had a Leonin Relic Warder out. He had, what is that card that you have? Triangle. Triangle of War. And so he could be nuking my Teshar every turn. Ishai was out and slapping for huge amounts of damage. So I felt like it was now or never.
Cast that
Pay
historic.
1 and play Manval.
Hey.
And that will.
That's it.
Anybody have a response?
No.
Just
No, I don't.
just
Manavault is going to trigger Teshar. He's going to get Scrap Trawler back. Great. Scrap Trawler's there. Manavault comes in. Cool. Woohoo. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sacrifice the Scrap Trawler to the Altered Dimension to mill myself for 2. That's there. Scrap Trawler is now in the yard. And I'll play the Urza's Bauble, getting the Scrap Trawler back. I'll mill. Now I can get Ornithopter. And I can just repeat much like the last time, milling myself until I'm tired of milling myself. And, well, I suppose I could get the Arcbound Ravager, and then I could go crazy from there. Because then I could do the Infinite Mana with the Mana Vault. But yeah, again, Walking Ballista, Aetherflux Reservoir, one of those many things.
All right, that'll do it for this episode. I'm just happy that a Teshar won. To all of you, happy holidays. I'm Patrick Marlatt.
I'm Rebel.
I'm Anton. I'm also very happy that a Teshar won.
well, Nymris didn't work this time, but maybe next time. This is Ernesto, and have a very happy holiday.
Oh, I was so close to taking this one home. A triangle could have knocked that bird out, but I had to put my defenses down to get the ball rolling on my own game plan. And even if I did take the bird cleric down, I'm pretty sure that Ishai would have knocked me out immediately. But still, I am and sincerely am happy to see Teshar take it home. I love mono white, and this was such an awesome display of how quick it can actually be in cEDH. It's not a joke. It's not just a meme, although we could certainly use more cards. Enough venting. I'd like to thank our Patreon members one more time when this end roll, and of course do a special shout out to one lucky Patreon member, and that Patreon member is Guillermo Portillo, one of the best Urza players I know, and an awesome Brew Crew member. Thank you so much. And now for his thoughts on the monthly topic, I'll be speaking for Carl329. Honestly, the command zone and game nights is how I found Commander. I was new to MTG on the whole and just sought out high quality content. Commander content showed me so many more cards than other formats where you see a lot of the same decks that it was more interesting. My first deck was Marath, Will of the Wild. I didn't know it was a pre-con commander until much later. It was a deck that was originally built around Thromok, the Insatiable, Warstorm Surge, Haste, Fling, and Chandra's Ignition. I just happened to find a better commander for tokens and counters with red and green. Marath has now become my first cEDH deck. And Carl has kicked my butt with that very Marath. Kudos, by the way, on that build. Perhaps you should show us all a better way. Now, a very special shout out to all of you for supporting the channel, whether that's via the swag, the Patreon, and or just your viewership here on the 99. Thank you for staying tuned every week. Happy holidays. My name's Patrick Marlatt, and happy brewing, babies.